The Young Republican National Federation, or YRNF, is a key pipeline for the GOP's next generation of leaders. It offers young conservatives a platform to network, gain campaign experience, and learn the mechanics of party politics. Local and state chapters foster community and help members build connections that can launch political careers. The YRNF is also where the party's future direction is debated, with factions vying for influence. Ultimately, it aims to prepare dedicated advocates for conservative principles and ensure a steady stream of future leaders. For decades, it's been the starting point for many who rise to significant roles in government. In October 2025, Politico published nearly 3,000 pages of leaked messages from a private Young Republicans Telegram group. The chats, involving leaders from several states, revealed a pattern of racism, anti-Semitism, misogyny, and violent rhetoric. Slurs, praise for Hitler, and jokes about slavery and violence were rampant, far beyond isolated incidents. The group's culture celebrated cruelty and extremism, not just as jokes, but as a sign of ideological purity. The chats also exposed strategic plotting. Members discussed taking over the YRNF, manipulating votes, and misusing funds. This was more than offensive talk. It was a coordinated effort to seize power through toxic means. The scandal revealed a dark undercurrent within the party's youth wing. It wasn't just about words, it was about the future direction of the organization. The leak forced a reckoning with the reality of extremism among rising GOP leaders. The scandal's central figures were not outsiders. They were established young Republican leaders and government aides. Peter Giunta, former New York State Young Republicans chair and legislative chief of staff, was a key participant. Bobby Walker, vice chair and later chair of the New York chapter, also contributed to the toxic environment. Kansas Vice Chair William Hendricks, an aide to the state's attorney general, and Vermont State Senator Samuel Douglas were implicated. Even a Trump administration advisor, Michael Bartels, was involved, tying the scandal to the federal level. These individuals had real influence, making the revelations impossible to dismiss as isolated or insignificant. Their involvement exposed a network of young activists who privately embraced extremist rhetoric while holding public trust. The scandal showed how deeply this toxic culture had penetrated the ranks of future GOP leadership. The fallout was swift. The YRNF condemned the messages and demanded resignations. Kansas deactivated its Young Republicans chapter entirely. Key figures like Giunta and Hendricks were fired from government jobs. Walker lost a congressional campaign role. Some tried to downplay or excuse their actions, but their political careers were derailed. GOP leaders like Elise Stefanik condemned the behavior, but also questioned the motives of the reporting, revealing party divisions. Democrats seized on the scandal as evidence of deeper problems within the GOP. The Trump administration's response was muted, signaling reluctance to alienate the party's hardline base. The controversy exposed rifts within the party and raised questions about its future direction. The scandal became a flashpoint in the ongoing struggle over the GOP's identity. The 2025 Young Republicans scandal is a stark lesson character and integrity matter as much as political skill. Youth political groups should be incubators for leadership, not breeding grounds for hate. The leak showed how private extremism can destroy public trust and derail careers. It's a warning that words and actions, even in private, have real consequences. For the GOP, the scandal threatens its appeal to young and moderate voters. Ultimately, the episode underscores the need for ethical standards and respect in politics. The future of democracy depends on leaders who embody these values, not just in public, but in private too.